I'm Prashant De Silva.
And I'm Sharon Mascarenhas. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
Funds have been released to pay the first installment of Aswasuma. The Prime Minister says the problems of some of the officers will be solved before the next budget. The southwestern part of the island receives rain from today. The football ban against Sri Lanka was removed. Minister Tiran Alas says the police department has become free from politics. Rajala women's cricketers have won the national arena amidst many challenges.
Starting off with local news, State Minister Shehan Semasinghe says that a sum of 5 billion rupees was credited to the banks to pay the first installment of Aswasuma beneficiaries' allowances by the Treasury today. 800,000 families have qualified to obtain Aswasuma beneficiaries' allowances. The relevant money will be credited to the accounts of the beneficiary families in the coming few days. After the first payment, the other installments will be paid monthly on a scheduled date. The State Minister added that the government has taken these decisions to minimize delays in these payments. After the payment of the first installment, the families, those are not qualified for the benefits, will be removed from the list. The State Minister requests the public to extend their support to carry out this program successfully. They must direct their complaints regarding this beneficiary program to the hotline 1924.
The Met Department says that the rainy condition in the southwestern part of the island is expected to be increased from today. Director General of the Department, Atula Karunanayake, says, however, the prevailing dry weather condition around the country will not be eased. Many places in the western province received rains last night after several weeks. The Met Department forecasts occasional showers in some places in the Uva province and in the Ampara and Batticaloa districts. Meanwhile, the Disaster Management Centre says that about 84,600 families in 19 districts have been affected by the dry weather. The North Central province is the most affected by the drought situation. Many families in the province are suffering from the shortage of drinking water. Our correspondents reported that cultivations in several districts have been destroyed by the drought. The Disaster Management Centre says families in the drought-hit areas are provided with drinking water using bowsers. Meanwhile, the Electricity Board says water level of many reservoirs are decreasing drastically at present. The Castlereagh Reservoir has gone up to 41 feet from the spill level, while the water level of the Mount Reservoir was lowered up to 43 feet. Media spokesperson of the Electricity Engineers Association, Nandika Patrige, says that the board has the capacity of supplying power uninterruptedly even amidst the dry weather situation. Media spokesman of the Electricity Engineers Association, Nandika Patrige, says that the board has taken measures to manage the existing water in the reservoirs. The reservoirs that come under the Ceylon Electricity Board has a capacity of 284 gigawatt hours at present. Thermal power stations are now running at the maximum level. Therefore, the cost of fuel is very high. Only 3 gigawatt hours of power is taken by hydropower stations. Therefore, the board can manage to provide electricity without interruption up to 90 days until the rainy season arrives. Therefore, there is no risks of power cuts in the future. Meanwhile, the Met Department says that under the southward solstice, the sun rises directly overhead in the island from today to the 7th of next month. Accordingly, the sun will be directly overhead in Palay and Chale areas of the Kilinochchi district tomorrow.
Minister Mahinda Amaravira has called up for a report immediately whether internationally banned pesticides are currently used in Sri Lanka. The Circle for Environmental Justice recently revealed that about 40 internationally banned pesticides, including insecticide and weedicide, are being used in the island at present. Focusing attention to this matter, the minister has instructed the officials to submit a report immediately to him. Following a survey conducted by the Ministry of Agriculture, it has been revealed that internationally banned pesticides cannot be used in Sri Lanka. The Registrar General for Pesticides says that if the Centre for Environmental Justice provides evidence over this matter, he will be able to look into this matter. The government has banned sale, distribution and use of internationally banned pesticides in Sri Lanka as well. If any person violates this ban, the National Anti-Pesticide Secretariat has the power to take legal action against the culprits. Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas emphasized that necessary measures have been taken as a responsible government to stop hindrances to the lives of the people. He further stated that the program to suppress the underworld has already been implemented under the instructions given by the President Ranil Wickremesinghe.
The minister also pointed out that the police department is working on a non-political agenda and is always committed to protecting the law and order of the country at the highest level. He made these remarks during the presence at the press briefing held at the Presidential Media Centre today under the theme Collective Path to a Stable Country. Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas said that currently the police department is working on a non-political agenda. All the necessary facilities have been provided. It has also been about a year since the current government took office, so not everything can be accomplished within a year. However, the police department has undertaken a significant amount of work. The police department currently comprises about 85,000 officers. The ministry has developed a special program to eradicate narcotic drugs from the country. Underworld activities in the south have been on the rise consistently. Due to this, the Special Task Force, the police and other security forces jointly started special operations in such areas. As a result, it has been possible to eliminate to some extent the underworld activities in the southern province. At present, there are a number of reports of shootings between groups of underworld gangs. They murder each other. Necessary measures have been taken to stop such activities of the underworld gangs. Security forces have also been instructed to shoot if necessary. As a responsible government, no activity that harms the lives of people will be tolerated. Following President Ranil Wickremesinghe's instructions, we provided the Catholic Church with a copy of the complete investigation report concerning the Easter attack. The Catholic Church should also extend its support to the police investigations into the Easter attack. In the Department of Immigration and Emigration, which falls under my ministry, we have initiated the process of issuing passports through an online system. In the past, various types of scams occurred. Now, through this new online system, we have completely stopped the possibility of such fraudulent activities. There are 51 centers that have already been established island-wide to facilitate necessary fingerprint scanning for new passports. Therefore, people can have their passport delivered to their doorstep within a few days. We have taken the necessary steps to enhance the facilities related to the efficient operation of the department. In some cases, the system errors and crashes may occur. Therefore, we must implement modern technology to prevent such issues. We have taken steps to register all NGOs with the National Secretariat for NGOs, and measures will be taken to prohibit any NGOs that are not registered.
Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena instructed the relevant officials to solve the administrative problems of the Samurdhi officers before the next budget. The Prime Minister gave these instructions at a discussion held in the Temple Trees today. They focused attention to the unsolved problems of the Samurdhi officers at this meeting. The trade unions pointed out the charging of additional 4% interest for the EPF contribution of the employees when they are integrated into Samurdhi department is not fair. Approving the cadre of the Samurdhi Development Department and their salary scales, promotions and several other problems were discussed at this meeting. Accordingly, the Prime Minister instructed to solve these problems immediately. Then Secretary to the Prime Minister Anuruddha Dissanayake stated that they will look into this matter without delay. Parliamentarian Jagat Kumara and several other officials were present at this discussion. Minister Dr. Bandulu Gunawardena says that the force that can make a positive change in the country is the educated young generation.
He made these remarks participating at the 6th convention of the Q private campus held in Colombo today. The convocation was held under the patronage of Minister Dr. Bandulu Gunawardena, Chairman of the Kagoshima Prefecture in Japan, Matsusato Sayuhiro, and some other guests were present in this occasion.
පෞද්ගලික විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ 6 වෙනි උපාධි උත්සවය අමාත්‍ය ආචාර්ය බන්දුල ගුණවර්ධන මහතාගේ ප්‍රධානත්වයෙන් පැවැත්වුණා. ජපානයේ කගුෂිමා ප්‍රාන්ත සභාවේ සභාපති මත්සුසාටෝ සයුහිරෝ මහතා ඇතුළු පිරිසක්ද මේ අවස්ථාවට එක්ව සිටියා.
The function of education is to teach one to think immensely and to think critically. Intelligent plus character, that is the goal of true education. We strive to create an environment where the youth can drive and where their appreciation can be realized. The challenges we face, be they related to climate change, social inequality, or technological disruption, require your person creatively and commitment.
The third Randoli Perahara of the Kandy Asala Festival is now parading the streets.
Today's Perahara started at the auspicious time of 6:48 p.m. The tusk of Kalani Rajamaha Vihare Kandula is carrying the sacred casket. Kandula is the tusker that is scheduled to carry the sacred casket in the final Randoli Perahara as well. Tuskers of Sri Dalada Maligava, Singharaja and Miyan Raja travels either side of the Kandula.
The Majestic Tusker special episode feature program today focuses its attention to the matter of using bullhook to control elephants parading in the Perahara.
History of domesticated elephants runs up to ancient human civilization. During the period of Indus civilization, there are many archaeological evidences regarding the use of domesticated elephants for various construction work. However, use of elephants is limited to cultural activities such as Perahara festivals today. Some parties such as animal rights groups criticize the use of iron chains to tether elephants. Iron chains are used to tie the elephants for the security of both the animal and the human beings. When the elephants are deployed in special knots of iron chains, they are used to limit the movements of front legs of the elephant. With this special knot called travelling knot, it is safe for the animal as it limits fast movements of the elephant. According to the existing laws, there should be protective iron chains around the neck and front legs of the elephant when taking the animal in public places. On the other hand, the mahout must have a bullhook or elephant gourd to control the animal. The manner of using the bullhook is mentioned even in ancient Ola leaf books. The bullhook should be used to control the jumbo without hurting or causing pain to it. There are many stories regarding the culture of using domesticated animals for majestic traditions. When the death of an elephant, people in Sri Lanka have used to conduct funeral rites to convey merits to the dead creature. The carcass of the animal is covered with white clothes prior to the burial. According to Buddhist funeral rituals, the dead animal is remembered on the 7th day, 3rd month and 1 year following the death as to convey merits to the dead soul during meritorious acts such as offering food items to the poor.
Boys and girls of many schools are keen on playing cricket as the game is popular in the island at present. Some players in remote areas face many difficulties in playing cricket. Today, we've focused the attention on a cricket team that has recorded all island victories in cricket overcoming their difficulties. Rajala Vidyalaya is a difficult school located in Trincomalee district. This school was started in the year 1954 and there are about 200 students at present. Cricket and volleyball games were introduced to this school in 2009 when AMP Tushara was appointed to the school as the teacher in charge of sports. The mega facilities, the Women Cricketers School, have been able to become the Eastern Provincial Under-19 Championships of the cricket in 2013. It is significant that they have become the runners-up in the All-Ireland Under-19 Women Cricket Tournament in the same year. Then they won the trophy of the Under-17 Provincial Cricket Tournament in the year 2014. They also became the All-Ireland Champions in the same year. Cricket in Rajala Vidyalaya declined when their trainer Tushara Sampath was transferred from the school. He was again appointed to the school in the year 2020 as the principal. Then he focused special attention to the cricket in Rajala Vidyalaya and built up the sports and courage of the women players. Accordingly, Rajala women cricketers won the Under-20 Cricket Trophy of the Eastern Province this year. It is significant that 5 players of this school have been included in the Trincomalee District Women's Cricket team. Mithali Ayodhya of the school has also been selected to the Under-19 National Cricket Pool at present. Considering the skills of these women cricketers, Sri Lanka Cricket recently donated cricket training turf. The major problem faced by the students of Rajala Vidyalaya is the shortage of cricket gears. If the authorities provide due facilities to this school, Many cricketers of the national level like Mithali Ayodhya will conquer the cricket arena.
Police have started a wide investigation into the killing of a prison by shooting at the Kidurapoda area in Vallampitiya. When the victim was travelling in a three-wheeler this afternoon, two unidentified guests have come on a motorcycle and shot at him. According to the police media division, the gunman has used a pistol for the killing. The victim has been identified as a 47-year-old male, a resident of Modara area.
The Majestic Tuskers feature program today focused attention on the elephant caretakers who look after the tuskers and elephants joining in the Perahara program.
Many people are interested in watching tuskers and elephants. Attention of the people is frequently focused on the elephants during the Perahara festival season. In rearing domesticated elephants, Mahout plays a vital role. The employment is also called elephant caretaker. This is a risky and responsible employment. This is not an 8 hours duty. The elephant caretaker must be committed to this profession 24 hours of the day. They have to undergo a hard training on feeding and rearing of the elephants. The elephant caretaker must also have a deep knowledge on the behavioral patterns of the elephant. Many elephant caretakers enter into this profession with hereditary relationships. If the father is an elephant caretaker, then the son naturally gets experience of rearing elephants. There are some Mahouts who undergo training and entered into this trade. Elephant controllers should also be aware of the health and mental condition of the elephant. Iron chains and elephant bull hooks should be used in a manner to not harming or injuring the elephant. They must also be aware of how to communicate with the animal. The elephant caretaker's responsibility is to use elephants in public places and festivals with utmost care without causing any inconvenience to the public from the elephant. They must also provide food and water for the animals at the right time. The most important task of the elephant caretaker is to place the sacred casket on the back of the elephant and tie it to the body of the animal with utmost care so as to maintain the respect and dignity of the sacred casket. Accordingly, the duty list of the elephant caretaker is a very responsible one. People must have due respect to the elephant caretakers in the society.
Several political parties held their electoral meetings and public rallies yesterday as well. United National Party Kurunagala electoral meeting was held yesterday under the patronage of UNP Deputy Leader Ruwan Wijewardena. It was organized by Kurunagala organizer Lalit Ravindu Kumara.
අද සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මහත්තයාගේ සමගි ජන බලවේගයේ පැණිවරක ගහට එන ගහලා. ඇයි දලස්සලහ පෙරුම පෙරේද ගිහිල්ලා අනුර කුමාරත් එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරනවා. දැන් අනුර කුමාරත් එක්ක දීගි ගන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා බලන්න.
Boral electoral meeting of the National People's Power was held in Wanadamulla area under the patronage of party leader Anura Kumara Disanayaka. Sri Lanka Podujana Perumana held its Ratmalana electoral meeting yesterday. Former provincial councillor Amal Silva has organized this meeting.
ඊළඟ ජනාධිපතිවරණේ පොදුජන පෙරමුණේ අපේක්ෂකයා නාමල් රාජපක්ෂ කියන්න ගත්තා. තව කට්ටියක් අකුරු තුනක් ගැන කියන්න ගත්තා.
A seminar organized by the Uttara Lanka Sabhagya was held in Battramoli yesterday under the patronage of chairman of the Sabhagya Vimal Veeravansa.
දැන් ලෝකේ හඳටත් ගිහිල් සඳතරමේ කරපු කණ්ඩායමේ කාන්තාව විද්‍යාඥ.
A media briefing on the professional life of reputed journalists and a photographer, Nick Ode, of Associated Press News Agency, and a photographic exhibition was held at the government's Media Development Center today. Nick is a reputed Vietnam-US photographer. His famous photograph depicting Vietnamese children running away after a bomb attack won the Pulitzer Award in 1973. The same photographer was awarded as the World Press Photo of the Year in the same year. Nick retired from the Associated Press news agency in 2017. He was awarded the highest award of the US federal government, the National Arts Medal, at the First Media Personnel.
So, can you tell us about your journey into the world of photography and how you got started?
My old father, he photographer during the Vietnam War, he's very famous. And he was killed in 1965. After a year later, I joined AP 1966. But I love to take a picture. I keep going, I'll shoot all every day until I make one picture famous in Vietnam.
Yeah. So we would also like to know your iconic photograph, the Napalm Girl, is widely recognized. So we would like to know what was going through your mind when you captured that picture.
It happened June 8, 1972. I hear the story that Viet Cong locked down on the Highway 1. And I go there early in the morning, like for 8 a.m. I saw a lot of bombs on the highway. And the many media, a lot of the cameraman, and we all go out to take a picture of the bomb. The wounded soldier, the people die, children. And the second one, I hold my camera up. I saw 4 bombs coming down, bomb explosion or napalm. I said, amazing picture. But I don't believe everyone in the village. But after the bomb, I saw the people running, the children running. Then a lot of children died. I keep holding my picture. And I want to picture of my grandmother carried a little boy right my camera. He died 1 second on my camera. When I take a picture, I saw a little girl with her arm running. Please help me, help me. I run and take a picture of her right away.
Now for a few more local items in brief. The second stage of the second school term started today. The Minister of Education has set up a new system to start and end new school terms, as many school terms and exams were cancelled during the corona pandemic. Accordingly, the Grade 5 scholarship examination will be held on the 15th of October and the GCE A-level examination will commence on the 27th of November. The Court of Appeal ordered today to resummon a petition filed against former Minister Rishad Badruddin under the charge of contempt of court by neglecting the verdict of Vilpattu case. A student of Rajaratnam University died yesterday by drowning in the campus swimming pool. The security officers of the campus say 6 students, including the victim, and bathed in the swimming pool without permission.
That's a look at local news. Stay with us. Foreign news is coming up next. Welcome back to the news, and we take a look at foreign news now. Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa has been elected to a second term with 52.6% of the vote, the Electoral Commission says. The opposition also claimed to have won, saying there was a widespread vote rigging, and the observers said the vote fell short of democratic standards. Mnangagwa is only Zimbabwe's 3rd president. The 2017 coup against veteran ruler Robert Mugabe put him in charge. Zimbabweans still face high inflation, poverty and a climate of fear. When he first became president, he promised a new start for his country's people. But Zimbabwe had one of the highest inflation rates in the world last month. Prices in July had rocketed by 101% since the previous year. Unemployment also remains rife, with only 25% of Zimbabweans holding formal jobs. And his vow to guarantee human rights also appears hollow, with a little change in his regard.
The International Football Federation has decided to lift the ban imposed on Sri Lankan football. The decision was emailed to Sri Lanka Football Association.
Accordingly, Sri Lanka Football Association issued an announcement in this regard. The lift of the ban will be effective until the election of the office bearers of the association, scheduled to be held on the 29th of September. The International Football Federation has informed that they monitor the activities of Sri Lanka Football Association during this period. This ban was imposed on Sri Lankan football as on the 21st of January this year, since the association did not implement the guidelines and recommendations issued by the International Football Federation.
The USA is leading the medal table of the World Athletics Championship tournament with 12 gold, 8 silver and 9 bronze medals. The tournament ended in Budapest in Hungary yesterday.
The USA is leading the medals table of the World Athletics Championship. 8 final events of the tournament were held yesterday. Victor of Uganda won the gold medal of the men's marathon event with a time of 2 hours, 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Melki of Ukraine won the gold medal of the women's high jump event, and Neeraj Chopra of India won the gold medal for the men's javelin throw event. He recorded a length of 88.70 meters. Jacob of Norway won the 5,000 meter men's event. Mary of Kenya became the first in the 800 meters women's running event. Winfred of Bahrain won the gold medal in 3,000 meters women's running event. The USA won the gold medal in 4x4 400 meters relay event. Netherlands athlete won the gold medal of the women's relay event.
The Bangladesh team arrived in the island to participate in the Asia Cup cricket tournament yesterday. The tournament will commence from the 30th of this month to the 17th of September in Sri Lanka and Pakistan.
Sri Lanka, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Afghanistan and Nepal will compete in this tournament. Bangladesh team's first match will be played against Sri Lanka on the 31st of this month at Pallekele International Stadium.
And that's all the news we have for you today. Do join us tomorrow at the very same time for the latest, together with Sharon Mascarenhas and Prashant De Silva.